The other direction. Right there. Right there. Right there.
Right there. That'll
Right
do,
there.
donkey. That'll do.
Hey, donkey. Hey, donkey. Right there, donkey.
That's better because they don't see the little box. That's right. Here.
In the box.
Did we
And it's better to have it.
did we
bigger,
match
even on
colors
both
on
sides.
purpose?
I'm a blue. You're two are gray.
It is kind of a blue. So cheers, cheers, cheers. How are you guys doing?
Welcome, everybody.
We got Cody on the screen.
Yeah, what happened? Why did we
Yes,
do
I'm
that?
that black blob right here.
I'm going to
Get
Photoshop.
this
Face.
out.
I want to
Face.
Photoshop animal from the Muppets in there.
No, just
Wait,
put
isn't that-
Maggie's face.
Maggie's face,
Or cousin it
cousin it. So it's our 50th anniversary. Congratulations.
episode.
Yep, our
50 episodes.
50th episode anniversary. We've had some ups and downs. When we first started, we didn't really have a decent camera or sound, and then we were at my dining room table. Remember that? And we had a wall and the dining room table, so you can go watch those episodes. That light was really bad.
You know what we should have done?
What's that?
Is recreate the first episode and put the table back right there and record, and then there's no wall.
Yeah.
We'd have to build the wall.
We dig the wall out. So, and then we got some lights, and we got a better camera, and we got some sound, and things just got much better. And we learned how to be in front of the camera, because I remember it was a little bit painful, those first 49 episodes, I think. Do you remember?
We're just not staring at the
Not staring.
thing.
You had to
looking
put a
at
little birdie up there for him to even pay attention to it.
What's that over
And then we
there?
got the TVs, and so we always are looking at the TVs like I'm at right now, instead of at the camera. And we still have that issue. Camera.
It's a learning process.
It's a learning process.
door.
What?
So, yeah, it's been a lot of fun, but we've also been very frustrated. We lost our primary camera because it's my wife's and she's on travels and needed it. But
Messing up the photo settings.
we kept messing up the photo sessions when she and I would travel, and which I don't blame her. I mean, that's the reason she has that camera. So we have a loaner camera, long-term loaner camera from Alex, who's sometimes here but not, and I kind of miss that. I miss when Alex isn't here.
Wait, you miss when Alex isn't here?
It's when she is not here.
Yeah, that's what
That
I said.
sounds wrong. It sounds like you miss
When
she-
Alex isn't here, I miss her.
There we go. It just sounded weird.
You shut
Sounded
up.
like you were saying you didn't want her.
So we're using her camera, and then that caused a whole bunch of more problems.
We had big audio issues.
Oh, well, before that, we had big visual issues. We had to figure out the settings on that because it looked like it was really small DPI and everything. And then we had the big episodes of Fiasco audio, which we figured was some settings and Andy not knowing how to wear a mic.
yeah.
I don't think he plugged his mic in. We have these cord mics and he didn't plug it in. And then, of course, we also have our audio guy, which we won't say who that is, but he's really bad.
That's because he's never paying attention because he's always
he's-
taking chips out of a bag.
Yeah, he's always eating behind the camera. We used to film him, remember? And we stopped doing that. So we're kind of changing, evolving. We're always changing. We've got a new color scheme behind us, some more shelves where all of our alcohol is overflowing. We're still anticipating building a studio soon. We have a camera that we want to get and hope to get it soon, a big professional studio camera. So, yeah, things are progressing. We still have the Sparrow that we really like. That's somebody told me, and I don't know who it was. I'll have to remember. They told me they were going to do a top to this,
What's the guy that
And
was
then-
kind of on the...
and then
On
they
the right.
kind of left and didn't do it, even though they show up to drink on it. Who was that?
The guy who got all the free oak to make it, but just hasn't done it yet.
Yeah,
Because he got the free wood.
yeah.
But
What a
hasn't
jerk.
made- Guy's a jerk.
He's a jerk.
For getting free wood and not having to buy it.
So many jokes right there. So this is our 50th, and what we decided to do is we're going to each look at some of our favorites. It may not be
Our absolute
fives.
favorite, or
like hands down to me, Arctic Velvet's
Yeah.
whiskey is by far my favorite. And there's only about this much left, and there's no foreseeable future where I can replace that. So I thought about using Arctic Velvet, but I thought that what we could do today is go through the ones that we would want to grab and drink consistently, which we felt was the better ones, and that we probably buy over and over. I have one that's not here, and that's Gibson's. I keep buying Gibson's, and I drink it all the time. But that wasn't the one that I would like to go for. So, without any further ado, Andy, what's your first choice?
and my first choice is this is Knob Creek Rye. And
Okay.
I was not really. I didn't really know anything about rye before this. I think I've had it before, but I was like, we got this. This is like our third or fourth episode.
Yeah, in fact, I could tell you which episode because I'll try to link them. Sorry, I had this set up, and then, we didn't have it set up. So as I'm looking at my iPad, this is the Bullet. No, this is the Knob Creek, which would be actually
15.
episode 15. And we gave it a 3-barrel.
3-barrel, but I've become obsessed with rye.
Yeah, you keep
Little
looking at
bit.
rye stuff and buying more rye. And
Rye is good.
Yeah.
So
And
I'm like,
obsession's really kind of the word for it.
which is good because he was obsessed with the more of the Isleys and the lowland,
Peaty things.
the peaty stuff.
yeah, I love the Scotch, and I also have the obsession with the Incinerator, which we have not done yet, but
No, it's by design.
Mine is not.
We're saving that for episode 500.
But you like cinnamon whiskeys too.
Okay, so that's your flavor, your favorite.
it's the thing since we started this that I'm like, just changed my mind on.
Yeah, because you've always been a drinker your whole life. But I think that doing this with me has changed how you drink whiskey because you're more of a shot person. But it's changed how you drink whiskey and look at different flavors of whiskey and think about that stuff. And you're more refined.
Yeah.
You're still lower class, but you're more refined.
Well, I'm the common man.
You're the
That's
common
what
man.
this show is about, the common
Okay.
man.
And I like Knob Creek. I think it's really good.
Yeah,
I like their regular bourbon and
their
then
bourbon
rye.
is good and stuff, but when we did this, I was like, oh my, I like this stuff.
Okay. What about you, Cody? What'd you pick? This is your first.
I put the bells.
Bells. Tell us about Bells. Which Bells was not too long ago, right?
That was pretty recent.
Bells was episode 35, so it's 15 episodes ago. And in Bells, we gave it a... Oh, I haven't put the rating down. You remember what the rating was?
Nope.
I don't either. But I agree, I like Bells.
It's been like 3-4 months since
Yeah.
we've done.
So I've actually have a spreadsheet that I've converted everything to, and so I don't have that with me. My notes, I stopped updating on the note section. I just keep track of what we're doing. I like Bells. I picked that up in London and brought it back.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
And it was pretty good.
I like it because it's really smooth, not too much bite to it at all, and it has a peatiness that isn't overpowering.
It's just
Right.
the mild,
And it's a
peaty
blend, right?
Yeah.
It's a blended.
mild
It's also-
smokiness.
It's only like $20 for something like that, which isn't bad for something
Right.
of that flavor. Plus the plane
It's
ticket
a little
to
bit
get
harder to
England.
find in the U.S. though.
We think it's available. We just
Yeah.
haven't gotten it.
We
in
just
the
got to
US
find
yet.
some stores. I did like that. Anything else?
No, we're
I
gonna
thought
go.
we're doing one.
yeah. So let's go ahead and do a timeout because there's a dog.
Not it.
Oh, Jamie.
Don't forget to unplug.
I need a longer cord.
So for me, my first choice is Dalwhinnie. I like Dalwhinnie. It's a Highland single malt Scotch, 15 year. And I got this in London as well. But it is available anywhere in the U.S. And I really like this. It's a little bit peaty. And I wasn't a peaty person until, when we tried that Shildag. It's
The
like,
Highland. Or no.
it was
Islay.
Islay. And it really was like, wow. I mean, I've
No,
had
it's
Scotch.
super peaty.
It was
It
super
was
peaty.
the smokiness that turned it.
And I was afraid, but the more and more we've gone through this, like you have another choice up here that's somewhat peaty. The more and more we go through it, I'm gaining a taste for it. I've come across a couple, like the Shildag Islay, that are really, really peaty. A Talisker, which is
Well,
comes
you
to
didn't
mind.
mind the Shieldad's Highland.
No, I didn't. And I think I could go back to the Islay.
Yeah.
But for me, I like the Dalwhinnie. It's a little pricey. We did...
So,
Maggie.
I'm like Maggie.
I haven't even had a drink today. Oh,
Yeah.
that's not true.
Yeah. Oh my Helen. The dogs want to be in the 50th
Yep.
episode too.
Well, it's only right. They've been in all the others.
Yeah.
Or cut out of all the others.
So we did Dalwhinnie in episode 30. It's a 15-year Scotch. They have a couple more. And this was let's see, I just lost it, a 4.5 barrel. So it's one of our highest rated whiskeys. In fact, we've only had 3 5s.
And can you get this in the United States?
Yes, you can get this down the street.
All right.
We've only had 3 5s. Can you guys name the 3 5s?
Arctic Velvet.
Arctic Velvet what?
Scotch.
Yeah, the Arctic Velvet whiskey,
The Arctic Velvet Cognac.
the Arctic Velvet cognac.
And did you say that one was?
This one.
No, this was a 4.5.
Oh, 5.
Arctic Velvet Cognac.
I'd have to look at the list and I could figure it out.
This one?
Nope.
Mm.
The other one would
Looking at the
completely
list is
surprise you.
cheating.
Huh?
The other one is going to completely surprise you.
I can get it, don't tell me.
I don't know why it's cheating. You're looking at the list. You're looking at behind the bar.
They don't have the number on them.
I don't remember.
That's because there isn't. It's just the Arctic Velvet. It's a trick question.
Seriously?
The Arctic Velvet
Arctic Velvet.
ran the board.
But we've had a number of 4.5s. This one, Aftershock, was another one, which was a cinnamon liqueur.
No,
The Arctic Velvet vodka, I think, was a 4, if I remember right. So, yeah, this is one of our highest rated, and I really like this stuff. It's
Oh yeah,
on the
this is
expensive side, so I try not to drink it very much.
this is super smooth. It's
Mm-hmm.
it's nice.
So, yeah, I like to go to the Dalwhinnie. For a 15-year-old, I would do this over Glenfiddich or Glenlivet. I like Glenfarclas.
There's a lot of Glens.
It's because Glen is a geographical
Area of Scotland.
region. Well, it's a region. It's like saying a meadow. And so in Scotland, a lot of places are named after meadows or glens. So Glenfiddich is actually a town. Glenlivet is actually a town.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where these are made. And we have a new Scotch coming up that I just picked up in Italy. It's Glengarran, I think. It's over there behind Andy. So we do have some more. You guys are both looking.
And then we got the Glen Campbell.
What?
I'm gonna have to find a soundbite.
Cody doesn't even know who
Yeah.
Glen Campbell is. Why
not-
do you have such young kids?
It's not as bad as the John Glenn, though. All right, so what do you got next, Andy?
I got
A surprise.
both of mine are kind of like the common man. I got the teachers.
Which completely stunned us, right?
Yeah.
So Teachers was rather early. It was episode... I can't even find it. It's so early.
6.
Episode 6. And it was a 4-barrel. And I'd never even heard of Teachers. I went and bought it, and we could only find it in the handles. I bought it because I'm a teacher, and I was like, hey, and I'm showing all my friends. Like, look what I got.
Put it on your desk at school and like, who's your teacher now?
But it's actually a really old company.
Yeah.
Like early 1800s.
This is one of the most popular scotches in Scotland, which is, it's like the second most bought scotch in Scotland. And
Okay.
it was surprising. It's like, the handle is like $35. So it's still a little expensive.
And we had problems finding it in anything but the handle. And they even called around at our
Local
place, and they said they didn't have it. But I have since seen it in 750s.
But for that price, so it's like $35, so it's like 18 bucks.
Mm-hmm.
This stuff is surprisingly
good. Yes, I like it.
good. I'm like,
Again, it's peaty.
yeah, it's smoky and peaty.
I don't find it this smoky.
Are you just sampling all of these?
I mean, like,
I am.
Didn't you already have some?
No, I tried yours.
Oh,
I didn't even try that Knob Creek.
oh, and that was the
I thought
one
you
you
poured the Knob
selected.
Creek.
No.
I thought he did too.
I thought that was the first one you poured.
It was. He's lying.
Yeah, it was. You poured a small one, then took a shot
No.
of it.
I didn't. I took a shot of this and a shot of this and now a shot of that.
No, because I had that in my hand when you were pouring yours.
Reroll the tape. Let's do an instant replay. Yep, nope, there we go. Yeah.
The
And
tape will tell.
He's poured 2 ounces of Knob Creek.
It's gonna be funny if he did. We weren't paying today.
Yeah, this is surprisingly
Teachers is
good.
And you have since bought your own, haven't you?
Yes,
Like once, twice, 3 times?
twice at
Twice.
least.
Okay.
It's good. Just pour this in your glass and sip it
Mm-hmm.
Put it in the freezer.
while you're watching Bourbon and Booze videos. Just
All right, Cody, what do you got here?
Dead guy.
Dead Guy. So Dead Guy was episode... My iPad keeps going out.
did we do the double episode on the Dead Guy?
We did.
Yes. We did the dead guy ale, whiskey. Dead
We
guy
did episode
All right.
23,
rye.
and the Dead Guy Rogue was a 3.
I know.
And this is also rye, isn't it?
No,
This is just their.
Oh, we did the rye too.
the rye too.
Actually, the rye also. So Dead Guy got a 3 and the rye got a 3.5, and
We did the rye and.
yeah, we were trying to figure that one out. But as you can see, I like the Dead Guy too because I've almost
Yeah, it's
finished
like
this.
almost polished off.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. This was. We barely tried any. Besides him.
He's like, this is going into my legacy bottle. My
Infinity.
legacy bottle's in my
Infinity.
stomach.
Infinity. Legacy would be a bottle that goes in my coffin. with me.
Coffin when you're dead.
Infinity. And we do have infinities, and that might be for another episode where we bring up our infinities and talk about what's in it. I just add a little bit, and in fact, if Rogue's not in there, which I can't remember, I might have to put some in there before this is gone, because it's the same style of what's in my infinity. Like I would never mix this and the Teachers.
No, I think when
Whiskeys and bourbon.
Yeah.
Together, but not.
Not.
Whiskeys and scotches.
I think I would do
and whiskeys and.
2 different infinities. I'd do a scotch
Yeah, I'm definitely thinking about that.
and then a bourbon.
I have
or a
another
whiskey.
bottle that's about another Gibson's that's about ready to be empty, which is what my first Infinity is. I might start
It's smaller too. So
It's
more
smaller.
appropriate
This
for-
one's
So I might
about
start
ready
one
to
for
be empty. You
scotches.
could start this one as you're in.
True.
And the thing is, I think why you like this one so much is because there's
My history with Rogue.
such a
sentimental value.
sentiment.
Yeah. Yeah, being around them when they first started out doing beer and stuff, and hanging out with them and being their guinea pig, really. Dude, I think we have another sound issue.
But this is
really
good.
kind of taints it. Yeah, but I do like the Rogue. Somebody's getting into my 15-year-old expensive scotch.
It's like a drop.
I dropped too much.
So what's your next one?
My next one, by far, probably my second favorite, is Monkey Shoulders. It's another scotch, a blended scotch. And I love Monkey Shoulders. And I actually, whoa,
Oh, sorry.
I actually had a big bottle to buy the other day. And ended up putting it back because I bought a different bottle that I want us to do of a different whiskey. But I love Monkey Shoulders. I think it's fabulous. And Monkey Shoulders was one of our earliest episodes, I believe.
Also, this has like a 5 fancy pants
Yeah.
rating because it's got the brown label
it's-
with the cork and then a little bit
And
of figurine.
is it a little surprising to you coming in that you were not a big Scotch guy? And
That's-
then there's like 1, 2, 3, 4 Scotches.
So it's not necessarily true. I wasn't a big Scotch guy. It's I couldn't afford Scotch. I mean, I drank the $9-10 Scotches.
Clan McGregor.
Clan McGregor. Used to have Clan McGregor on this bar all the time.
Which-
and I actually haven't in several years. But I like Clan McGregor, and I like some of the other low-end Scotches. But yeah, it kind of surprised me that I moved away from the bourbons of Kentucky because I, buy so much bourbons to the Scotches. Yeah, it's a little surprising.
When you first started this, you were really adamant about bourbon.
Well, that's our
first,
name.
Whiskey
Bourbon
second.
and booze.
Bourbon and beer.
But now we're
You
doing.
bought and you do all of the whiskey
Yeah.
family.
We do all
Yes.
the whiskey family.
It's whiskey, Scotch, and bourbon.
Yeah.
It's either there's different kinds, but they're all the same process, just about where they're made.
Right, and kind of some of the
Ingredients.
ingredients and stuff. So this was a 4-barrel, so it's one of our highest.
Yeah,
rated.
this is really, really good.
And I love this stuff. This is, if I'm having a really bad day and want just something, and I never come home and get hammered. I just want to drink. If I have a really bad day, this is what I would go for. If I'm, like, after a nice, fulfilling meal, this is what I'd go for. I really like this.
Especially after a nice fulfilling meal.
It's nice and sweet and flavorful, and it's just a good scotch.
Yeah, it's
But almost everything on the bar has been satisfying and good.
pretty good.
We've come across a couple that have been iffy. What is it, McAllister?
Mm-hmm.
Is that it? No, not the McAllister. The what's the last one we did that was like $6?
Oh, that was the McCormick.
McCormick. Not really a big fan of the McCormick. I love Macallan. Not really a big fan of McCormick. It's okay, and I would use it as a base for like drinks and stuff.
Yeah.
I wasn't really a big fan of our last episode, Leopold. Just some issues, but overall, and of course the Islay was a little bit powerful.
I think what we need to do is like, this is our 50th episode. We need to like, maybe do like some bottom shelf stuff.
And we're trying to.
Yeah.
We're trying.
It's
It's just when you're at the liquor store and you see a $4 handle of
It's usually $10.
something. Okay, $10 handle of some sort of, I don't know, kerosene that's brown. and this. What
And
are you going to
that's
go
actually
for?
at a decent price from what you usually see it. You're like,
Yeah.
"Eek."
You know, what you need to do is just, you need to go to the liquor store together.
and keep each other strong.
Well, I think
And then just, I'll go through because all the bottom shelf is like eye level.
sometimes you have to reach up.
And so just don't, I'll just get the stuff. And,
When you ask the attendant if he could get that from that
yeah.
shelf.
And you
for
got a step ladder so I can get this off the bottom shelf?
Well, I just think what we need to do is, because they're so cheap, they're $10 or whatever, and they usually are plastic and come in a handle.
Handle. And the thing is with like, we have the thing where we're like, the whole thing was a common man and stuff. But we go to the liquor store and we're like,
I gotta try this. I
oh,
gotta try
look at this, look at this, and look.
something new. We
Yeah.
know this is going to be good.
Well,
Or
and
this is bad.
We haven't done Clan McGregor. Clan McGregor
cheap.
It's like,
would be a perfect
yeah.
thing to
The
do
thing
on
is,
the
I
channel.
travel so much and I'm picking up stuff that's local, and local distilleries, local craft distilleries aren't cheap. Or I'm buying stuff that I can't find in the U.S., like Bell's. Bell's is only $9 or €9.
But you did
But
find a place in
I
the
did
US.
find a place. So I'm buying stuff that you can't normally find. Now, the next batch of stuff that I got from Italy, 3 of the 4 that I got you can find in the U.S. But they were just incredibly cheap there. But I think when we go to the liquor stores, what we need to do is buy, you know, whatever we want, the Dalwhinnie or the Tin Cup or whatever. And then we also pair that with a cheap
Buy something. a
$10.
little-
So, like the last time we went to the liquor store just the other day, I bought a handle of Gibsons because they're so hard to find. Gibson's rare,
That place always has Gibson's.
yet
though.
that place always has it. And according to the website, they were getting rid of it, but now they're not. So I think that was a ploy. But the
A good
Gibson
one 'cause
rare,
everyone loves it.
I found a handle that was really good, and then I found some. What is it? I'm going to have to get up because the name just escaped me. Oh, Basil Hayden. Sorry, I had to look at it. I found Basil Hayden, which was really inexpensive, and I found Monkey Shoulders, which is really inexpensive. And I want to take that opportunity to buy those when they're not expensive. There seems to be, maybe it's just a perception of where we were shopping at, but it seems to me that the alcohol cost is starting to drop. And I don't know what the deal is. I was under the assumption with new tariffs and everything that bourbons and whiskeys were going to get more expensive, and it seems the opposite.
Imported
Might be. Yeah, because I do think that the
Because-
Japanese import whiskeys
And then
are a little more expensive.
they had the discount section.
Yeah.
Then we got this. I got this Bird Dog. It wasn't in the discount section.
I
got
thought that
another
one was because you got it for like 15.
No, that was the
Well, Lexington.
Lexington. But they had the handle of the Bird Dog. Was
Regular
it
whiskey.
bourbon or just whiskey?
Is it whiskey or bourbon?
It was whiskey, man.
Whiskey.
And it's like, I'm like, Cody, it was like $19.
I got it. I was gonna get a cool bottle looking one, but it was almost twice as good.
I just
Cody-
think that we're going to have to help each other, and so when we go shopping, we buy one that we like and want to try and
One that's
sample, or that
cheap.
we go to all the time. Like I'm going to have to buy Monkey Shoulders eventually. Just keep seeing other stuff, and then one Clan McGregor or whatever.
Is that monkey shoulders in a handle?
The only time I've ever seen it in a handle was at a duty-free shop in an airport.
And
But they have it in the handle.
I also like to kind of get into, I kind of started it with the wild turkey, but just the stuff that when in our youth we thought was good, like the Jack Daniels and
Yeah, we haven't really done any
We
Kentucky
haven't done any
or
mainstream thing.
Tennessee stuff. We haven't done hardly any Tennessee
Yeah.
except for, I guess, Bird Dog's Tennessee, right? Or Lexington. No, Lexington is a Kentucky. I think Bird Dog's Tennessee.
the
Almost.
Bird Dog was pretty good. The Lexington didn't get really a very good.
Wasn't bad.
That was the
barrel
one that we
rating
thought
on-
it was. Thought it had a banana flavor to it.
Yeah, so it's like I'd like to get to some of the stuff that I'm not a young man, And so I tried some stuff in my youth and tried to.
It's always funny when he says that.
He's a young man.
But when you say that, it's hilarious.
Yeah, and we still have a lot of stuff on the bar we haven't even tried. And we have a lot of non-whiskey family stuff that we're trying to attempt to do.
You know, like
So
rums and stuff. We haven't even dipped our toe into the rums and stuff.
Well, we don't have a lot of rums. We have probably half a dozen. But we started doing the gins because we bought some pretty unique gins.
Yeah, because you went over
I think
there.
I only have one tequila in the house.
Oh, yep, you do. You have a handle.
Yeah.
That hasn't been touched.
We have a half dozen vodkas, but almost everything we really have is the whiskey family because that's what I like.
And the thing is, like, tequila, I don't dislike tequila, but it seems like tequila is like either you want to have a margarita
Or a shot.
or you're going to be stupid and
Yeah.
Shot.
shot,
I agree.
shot.
And the other thing that we've tried
Tequila's good.
is... Yeah.
It's got a good flavor stuff.
The other thing we've tried is the Wednesday shorts, and they seem pretty good to make, but there's just not enough stuff to do on the Wednesday shorts.
Oh, there's so much stuff to do.
There's just not enough stuff that we have that we could do on
Yeah,
Wednesday
that's
shorts.
what... Because we could
We can...
go to the liquor store and we could have like 100 Wednesday shorts.
You just buy the small bottles.
Yeah.
And cans
I was thinking
and
about
stuff.
trying out the different beers too, but I think that we should just stay to alcohol.
Yeah, because we haven't even got into
Beer
the
is alcohol.
schnapps or
Not really.
anything.
Beer is like, I don't know.
State of liquor.
It's little bitter water.
Beer is like a whole
Depending on the beer, there's some beers
It's a whole
that have
nother
a kick
channel.
to it.
channel. That's what I was saying. It's a whole
Is
different
anybody
channel.
worried that Maggie's watching TV?
I know, right? She's looking at me. Hi, Maggie.
Ah,
I really wish that I had my camera out so I could show you that dog is just sitting there looking up at our monitor.
She probably saw me. She's like, wait, there's two of them. Now I can annoy them twice as much.
so-
This has been fun, and I look forward to the next 50, and especially as we grow and change, and hopefully we get more viewers. Right now, it's consistently just me as a viewer. That's a lie. We're getting viewers. We are missing one viewer who doesn't watch any.
I forget, and I lived through them, so it's hard to watch it again. And then usually when I'm watching YouTube, it's just to have background noise or I'm specifically watching
Yeah.
something.
we're up to like
Difficult.
40 subscribers almost now.
Yeah, not too bad.
And
it
that's
has been a
about-
while since I checked
That's
the
about
numbers.
35 more subscribers than he has on his channel,
On my channel or his channel?
your channel.
I don't
Yeah, I
have
haven't
it.
uploaded in over a year. So.
And our top views are like 90, almost 100 views.
Oh yeah, some of our videos are so a lot of our views have like 2, 3, 4 times as many views as we do have subscribers, so that's
A lot
good.
of our views.
Or a lot of our episodes, but then our average episodes is just about what our subscriber count is or under, which is normal. But hopefully we can advance this and get more people to watch. Make sure you're hitting the like and subscribe and sharing these. Share these on your stuff. The more that we get subscribers and the more that we get
The more
people
money
involved.
the more money we can. We're not gonna get.
We're not getting any money. The more money we're going to spend.
The more motivated we are gonna be.
The more motivated we are, the more that this guy over here will be doing stupid stuff. So
True.
what he doesn't know is he thinks I threw away the candy cane. I haven't.
Please
No, I
tell
did.
me you have.
I did.
What he doesn't know is that for Christmas we're planning everyone to get him a bottle of candy cane. So he's gonna. Get
If you
like
don't know what
6,
we're talking
7,
about,
8
you need to
bottles
see
of
the
candy
episode
cane.
on candy cane. It was
Look in the box on the. He's gonna put that box on
Right there.
I probably won't put
Right
that
there.
box there.
Right there.
Right there.
I probably
Look in the
won't.
So
description.
it's down there.
That's he's too lazy to put the box up.
We're down there.
All right, so make sure you hit the like and subscribe. Check out the blog and the Twitter. And
Not the tweets.
if you have any comments about what you think about these 6 here, or any comments about anything we've done before, or suggestions of what we should do in the future, make sure you do type them down there and leave us a comment. For those of our super subscribers that know us personally, go ahead and leave your comments below too instead of texting us. Go ahead and leave those. I go to work and people are like, hey, you should do this. And I'm like, hey,
It's
you
really
should type this in the
easy.
comments.
Just put it in the comments. It's like,
Yeah. It's easy.
or if you're on your phone, you just do this.
Or, you know,
Or if you're Andy, you go, Siri.
true.
You know, if it's me, I'm like,
And then it comes out as just babble.
This
babble.
guy Andy and Siri.
no,
are
if
like
I do
this.
series, that's when it comes out babble.
That's what I'm
I can
saying.
spell a lot better than.
That's what I'm saying, is you sent me some Siri texts, and I'm like, I don't even know where to start.
And I sent
with
them, and
this.
it said it was okay, and then I sent them, and I was like, what the hell?
Oh, I thought you were calling Siri cinnamon.
Cinema?
Cinnamon. And then you gave Siri a pepper
She a
name.
topless dancer?
Dancer.
Cinema?
All the
All right,
cinnamons
so
out there that
hey,
aren't-
cheers and 50 more.
All right.
Mine's empty.
We'll check you out next time. Remember,
Correct.
there's no bad whiskey. There's only good whiskey, and in this case, great whiskey.
Great whiskey.
I
All
think
right.
we all picked really good choices.
All right.
Cheers.
Laters.
It's just